something's wrong with my stupid cord on the Xbox. I had to turn the TV up way loud to hear anything. I don't know what the fuck. I gotta use that shitty, like, old fucking cord that the original 360 came with. I can't use an HDMI for this recording equipment because the recording equipment sucks big balls, but whatever. It works good enough, I guess. Anyway, yeah, check out this hilarious clip. This is my brother right here. He has some leftover FRG that I gave him because the enemies we're fighting are pretty much fucking retards, and they've given us a ton of FRG. So here's my bro, and this guy's trying to kill my bro. The only guy on the enemy team who's halfway decent is trying to kill my brother right now. Check it out. I'm trying to get him with grenades, but my bro is holding out. And the fucker sneaks in, but he gets a face full of FRG. And then here's me over here, and I just shit on the entire other part of the team. So, yeah. That's why I love FRGs, people. FRGs kick fucking ass. Kind of a noob weapon, not very difficult to use, but you'd be surprised how many retards don't know how to use that gun. Like, I have never really run into an enemy player that just, like, totally fucking raped me, like, 10 kills in a row with that thing. But maybe it's just because I'm pretty decent at the game, so I can fight back against that sort of thing usually, but yeah, I've never been totally steamrolled by that gun. But whenever I have that gun, I totally steamroll the shit out of enemy players, I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, some stuff for the week here, and let's see, what did I want to bitch about? Well, actually, I got some stuff to bitch about, but I also got some good news. So, you know, in the past I talked about how I have the XPadder program downloaded on my computer so I can play PC games while using a controller. And, yeah, I know, a lot of people are going to think I'm a fucking faggot for doing that. Mouse and keyboard all the way, PC master race, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. Some games on PC play very well with a controller. And sometimes it's nice to adapt a controller and also still have the mouse and keyboard available to you at the same time. Like, I play Command & Conquer with a controller, partly, but I also use the mouse and keyboard, and I switch off between all three. And using all three allows me to be extremely fast. Like, when I'm doing detailed stuff, I'll use the keyboard, of course, but if I'm just, you know, doing basic commands, I have the XPadder program mapped to the 360 controller that I have hooked up to the PC, and I'm able to do a lot of things a lot easier and quicker. It's not as cramping on my left hand to have it constantly hovering over the keyboard. I don't have to sit there hunched over looking at the screen vigorously. I can kind of kick back, one hand out on the mouse, the other hand holding the controller down low. Because the way I have it mapped out for the controller for strategy games is only like commonly used hotkeys are all on the left-hand side of the controller. So I just hold the controller with one hand, with my left hand, and yeah, I use up and down on the analog, up, down, left, and right on the D-pad, the select button, the left bumper, and the left trigger to do quick commands left and right whenever I need to. And I honestly don't want to play a strategy game without it anymore. I'm so used to it, and I fucking love it. It's awesome. The XPadder program, look it up, download it. It's only like $10, pretty cheap, and it gives you the ability to manipulate all sorts of PC games with a controller. Shit, you can even surf the fucking web with a controller if you set it up that way. But I prefer the mouse and keyboard for something like that. But, you know, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever floats your boat, you know. Whatever works for however your hands are set up to control stuff. Whether it's video games or just looking at porno, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. To each his own. Anyway, so some other shit I wanted to talk about was, the Metroid 2 remake that was fan-made and it's free to download, known as AM2R, another Metroid 2 remake. So, you know, the new Metroid 3DS game is coming out. The Metroid 2 remake on 3DS is coming out in a few days. And some people are fucking hyped, which they should be. It looks like Metroid's taking a step in the right direction. especially after that shitty-ass Other M and... Oh, God. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I've never played Other M or Federation Force, but from the look of it, they look like they're fucking gay as shit. And I saw some cinematics from Other M, and yeah, they make Samus look like some emo pussy fucking wench or some shit. And like, oh my God, it was fucking gay. She's supposed to be a badass bounty hunter who kicks the shit out of alien scumbags. She's supposed to be awesome and admirable, but it's like they pulled a Master Chief with her and they turned her into this emo fucking pathetic fucking loser, and that was fucking lame. And a lot of people would argue with me that you just don't like the character getting developed, you just don't like the character having emotion. And it's like, no, that's fine and dandy and all, but have the character make sense, have the character be awesome. You know, they're supposed to be heroes, right? Why aren't they acting heroic? Why are they acting like a bunch of scared little fucking pussies who are pathetic and useless? What the fuck is that? See, it's not that we don't want our characters to develop. It's that we don't want our characters to be fucking annoying and fucking stupid and look like dog shit. That's what we don't want. You know, we don't want that gay shit. We want our heroes to look fucking awesome. And it's not a sexist thing. You know, like, a lot of people think it's a sexist thing. Like, I'm just being sexist for hating on games like Perfect Dark Zero or Metroid Other M. And it's like, they fucked up with these games. They didn't do a good job. All right? That's why we hate them. It's got nothing to do with the fact that the main character is a woman. Perfect Dark 64 and other Metroid games are fucking amazing. Some of the best fucking games ever made. And I'm proud to play as the woman in those games. That's fucking amazing that they're so fucking great. But when they fuck up, okay? And Other M and Perfect Dark Zero suck balls, all right? They're not very good, okay? So, yeah, I would argue that those people are morons, and they just need to understand that if we're going to have our characters developed, make them cool. Don't make them fucking gay. You know, don't make them fucking stupid. Anyway, so, yeah, now after all the backlash, it seems like they're finally getting their shit together, and Metroid is going to be good again. That's what it looks like anyway. We'll see once this remake comes out in a few days, and of course Metroid Prime, whenever the fuck that comes out, maybe sometime next year. But, yeah, I downloaded the AM2R game because everybody's been saying, well, pretty much anybody who sounds like they know what they're talking about has been saying that AM2R is still going to be better than this remake that they're working on for the 3DS. And I don't know much about Metroid right now because I've been kind of away from Metroid for the longest time, never really got into the GameCube, so I'm kind of getting into it now, you know. I just for the first time played the Metroid Prime trilogy. I still haven't played all three games. I played the first one and I'm almost done with the second one. I'm still working on Metroid Prime. I'm still working to play up on Metroid Prime 3, but I'll get there eventually. I'm just busy. But they're fucking amazing. I love these fucking games. They did a great job making a Metroid game into a first-person kind of adventure game. Yeah, the new one's coming out here, and that's great and everything, but so a lot of people have been saying that AM2R is still going to beat the shit out of these newer Metroid games coming up here. So I was like, I find that hard to believe, really? Who fucking made it? Just some fans? Apparently just some Metroid fans made AM2R. Just some random dudes who worked on and off on it for a few years. And they finally released it, and Nintendo banned that shit, which is kind of funny because there are plenty of Zelda knockoffs, Mario knockoffs, other Metroid type of game knockoffs, but this one in particular, Nintendo jumped on that shit like fucking crazy, like crazy fast, and shut it down and slammed the copyright on that motherfucker. And the only thing I can think of is, why did they do it so fast? Because it's actually really fucking good, and it makes Nintendo look like dog shit that they haven't given us a Metroid game this good. I recently downloaded it. I got a PS3 controller because I really liked the PlayStation D-pad. Hooked it up USB with the XPadder program. downloaded AM2R and I started playing it a few days ago. And I gotta fucking say, dude, this is like the best Metroid game ever in a lot of ways. It really is up there with Super Metroid and Metroid Prime. Like, it's fucking really good, dude. Like, it doesn't even feel like a modded Super Metroid, which is kind of what it is, but it's so good. It honestly feels like a standalone Metroid title, you know? Like, they did a fucking great job. I've been playing it, been getting my ass kicked. I played on hard mode to start, and yeah, I've died probably like, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 times now. I had to fight this fucking bird statue thing, and it started fucking flying and shit, and that was a nightmare. I died like 10 or 15 times before I took it down. I barely beat the roly-poly beetle monster earlier. I beat it on my first try, but like if it hit me one more time, I would have died. It was such an intense, crazy fucking battle. I had to throw that motherfucker up on electrified walls and shock its ass. Crazy shit. And now I gotta fight this annoying fucking robot machine that just covers the screen in bullets, and all the Metroids are a nightmare to fight. Every time I kill one, I just try to run to a save point as fast as possible because I'm just scared and paranoid as shit. And the atmosphere is really good in the game, and it's really tense and creepy, and the aliens are gross and shit. I just played through a part where there's like this fucking alien from the Aliens movies that attacks you. It was fucking awesome. This game's fucking great, and I think I'm about 2/3 through it now. I'm about to beat it if I'm good enough. I've been struggling, but it's fucking awesome. I fucking love this game, and it's fucking free, and it's a better Metroid than anything Nintendo's given us in the past, what, 15 fucking years, just about? Holy shit, they made Nintendo look like a fucking joke with this game. Goddamn. You telling me a fan-made free game is beating the shit out of anything that Nintendo has given us in the franchise for 15 years now? Like, wow, Nintendo, y'all suck. Y'all suck at Metroid right now. Get your shit together. And so now that I've played the game, I gotta say, the people who are saying that Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime 4 and this new Metroid 2 3DS remake, the people that are saying that it's not going to be as good as AM2R, they got a fucking point. I think it's going to be pretty hard to top AM2R. AM2R is fucking awesome. Yeah, I love this game. Really digging it. And it's free, which is totally awesome. So, something else I wanted to talk about is the Xbox brand is dying. It's not dying. Xbox One is selling okay, so it's going to be around. Xbox ain't really going anywhere. But the brand is looking like shit right now, and I just want to remind everyone, Crackdown got delayed, Fable Legends got canceled, Scalebound, aka Failbound, that gay-looking dragon faggot game, that got canceled. The Xbox One X, it's got 4K, and that's what they're trying to push onto people, and who gives a shit, because hardly anyone has a 4K TV anyway. Like, literally, they've estimated that less than 10% of Americans have 4K monitors and 4K TVs. So, yeah, whatever, Xbox. You guys are a bunch of fucking retards. And they're trying to make it seem like the Xbox One X is super popular because they made up some mumbo-jumbo about how the pre-orders have sold out like super fast or some shit. Yeah. And I also remember the time that they said that Halo 5 made like $400 million and was like super record-breaking for the Halo franchise, and Phil Spencer came out and said Halo 5 is the best Halo ever made. So yeah, they've said a lot of stupid fucking shit that's totally garbage. So I don't think I'm gonna trust them when they're okay. Look, they're just trying to hype it up, obviously, right? Of course, but I'm not a retard, so I can see right through this bullshit. It's not gonna be that great. And yeah, there's this Halo YouTuber who's actually not that stupid. His name is mistamasir. I watched a couple videos by him. He seems to know what he's talking about. He does a lot of videos like me. He shares a lot of thoughts like I do. And yeah, go check that guy out. He seems to know his shit for the most part. Well, from what I watched anyway.